How to set up 4K media kit. 4K media kit is using the same reinforced USB port from the PCVR setup. Additional part for the 4K media kit is this cradle and the top cap for the reinforced USB port is designed to fit this particular AR dongle or adapter. So the label say 4K, right? So you simply put it on. Then we're going to take the AR adapter, slide into the first slot. Then we're going to connect the USB cable to the Samsung SSD portable. Then we're going to fit through there and turn around. So this AR adapter has two different ports. We want to make sure the SSD is connected to the correct port, which is the one with the eyeglasses symbol on it. Then we simply put it in. And the other port on the AR adapter has a lightning icon on it. That is a PD, power delivery. This port is where you plug in your USB charging cable in here. And then you simply clip on this onto this part of the BoboVR head strap as such. And this is a detachable, by the way, so when you don't watch a movie, you can just take it off, reduce extra weight on your head. And I'm doing behind the camera, so it's a little bit awkward. There you go. Then you just plug the connector into the reinforced USB port. And you can either use the BoboVR's backup battery charging cable with this AR adapter. See here, okay, into this port, right? So, or you can use the Meta Quest 3's power adapter. So, as I mentioned before, if we are not using the face interface, it's probably better to use one of these counter adapters. You simply put 4 AA batteries in here and clip it to this part of the BoboVR head strap, and like this. Then, so that way, when you watch a long movie such as Avatar, this will prevent the Quest 3 VR headset tilting one way. So this AR adapter is designed originally for the AR glasses from Meta, the one made by Ray-Ban. But it also works with the Quest 3 with one Quirk, is the power delivery. Quest 3 takes 5, 9, or 12 volt as its power supply. And when you plug the charging cable into the PD port of this adapter, it's going to talk to the Quest 3 and ask him, hey, how much power do you need? Then Quest 3 would send a feedback say, I need either 5, 9, or 12 volt, and it's going to provide that. In order for that to work, the Quest 3 has to be on when the power is plugged into the adapter. Right? So what happens when you plug the charging cable into the adapter while the Quest 3 is turned off? They're not going to be able to talk to each other. So what you're gonna get, you're gonna get a flashing charging LED indicator instead of a constant LED charging indicator. I'm gonna demonstrate, but so that's not what you want. That's not what you want. You want to have a constant LED charging light. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate how it's going to work. Okay, right now the Quest 3 is turned off, and this is the charging cable. On the other end is the charger from the Meta Quest 3. By the way, always use Meta's charger whenever possible. Or if you have to use the other type, make sure it is at least 18 watts and the spec that matches the Quest 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug the charging cable into the power delivery port of the adapter. And there is a little light here that will turn on. It's going to take a few seconds for the LED light to come on to talk to each other. So I don't know if we can see it. It's quite dim. Let me see if I can turn the light off a little bit. Okay, I think you can see it now. So you see how it's not flashing? That is not what you want, all right? So right now it's sending 9 volt and 5 volt alternately, about once every second. So a quick fix for this is you simply unplug the USB charging cable from the Meta charger, and that's gonna fix it. All right, I'm gonna demonstrate. You unplug it, then plug it back in, and now you see how the light is constant. It doesn't blink anymore. That means now it's providing the constant voltage to charge the Quest 3. So you could charge your Quest 3 this way when you're done watching a movie, or you can just unplug it and use the plug the charging cable directly into this reinforced USB port. So same thing, when you're done watching a movie, you power off the Quest 3. Once the Quest 3 is powered off, it's no longer communicating back to the adapter in terms what type of voltage it needs to stay in charge. And it's gonna go back to the blinking lights again. And the fix is the same as before. You unplug the charger from the wall outlet and replug back in. That resets the power, and you will start to delivering constant 9 volt into the Quest 3 for charging, and you will get a constant LED light. To avoid the workaround is to power on the Quest 3 first, let it boot up completely, and then you take your USB charging cable, plug it into the PD port, and that way they can communicate right away. You won't have any type of error. However, there are occasionally they still don't communicate properly even after you power on the Quest 3 first, then plug in the charging cable. In that case, then you had to use the workaround by unplugging the charger from the wall outlet and replug back in. That resets the AR adapter. So far, this is the only adapter that can detect this type of portable SSD. And I have only used it with the BoboVR player from the Quest store. I have not tried the other media player. The BoboVR player is an excellent one. It's not expensive. I think it's $10 on the Quest store. But often, if you Google Moon VR player discount code on the internet, you should be able to find some. And that will drop the price down to about $6.